Alrighty. So first of all, we're going to be talking about income. So I have to do the income disclosure. And if you've not ever looked at this, take a look at it. These are actual paychecks that people earn for each of the ranks. Okay, so take a look at that, and maybe you're just beginning at this, or you've been at this for maybe a couple months or a year or whatever. Take a look at what paycheck would change your life right now and kind of set your sights on it. So for me, this kind of blew me away when I looked at this, and I thought, oh, there's no way. But now I know people at many of these ranks that I know they make this. So I know it's possible, and the comp plan can kind of give you all of the details as how that happens. Okay, so at the beginning of this training, I'm going to talk about terminology. We're going to get from the very basics and kind of work our way up. So for some of you, you may already know this, but for some of you may not. So there are two very common terms that we use quite a lot. Oh, thanks, my lashes. I like them. I had to get fancy for you guys, you know, with my t-shirt, my sweats, my cocktail, and my lashes. So, all right. So you will hear us commonly talk about enroller and sponsor. And simply put, the enroller is someone who enrolls someone. They are the one who also receives the kit bonus, the fast start bonus, and the ER bonus, which we will talk about later. And even if you change the sponsor, because initially when you enroll somebody, you are their sponsor as well, but you can change the sponsor. So the enroller might not necessarily be the sponsor anymore. But as long as you stay the enroller, you will always earn those bonuses. So you want to make sure that you keep that, unless you're wanting to bless somebody with that bonus or that extra money, which people do. So then the sponsor is the person you place someone under to help build their team. So say I enroll my mom and I want to help my mom earn a paycheck, and then I enroll Sarah. And I'm Sarah's enroller, and I change her sponsor to my mom. So my mom will now start earning a paycheck because I've begun to build out her team. If you are the sponsor for a member in your downline, that means they're on your level 1. And don't worry, we will talk about what levels are. And the sponsor does not make the kit bonus or the fast start bonus unless they are the enroller, okay? So I have kind of pictures for everything because I'm like a visual person. I got to see it. So I won't just talk about it. I'll also show you what it looks like structurally. So basically, this is just what it would look like to have sponsors. So you're at the top of your organization, obviously. Anybody on your level 1, you will be their sponsor. And so in your organization, anybody is level 1 in your organization, they are that person's sponsor. All right, so now we're going to talk about legs, because I kind of mentioned that briefly here. Legs start at your level 1. So they are a person that's on your level 1. So they're the people that you sponsor and everyone underneath them. So if you have, say, 2 people on your level 1, you have 2 legs. So let's look at what that looks like. So let's say you have 4 legs, okay? You're at the top of your organization. And if you look across, legs go down. So if you ever get confused between legs and levels, legs go down, like our legs, up and down. Levels go across. So leg 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you've got your level 1, their level 1, and so on, all the way down. Legs are important because legs are part of the qualifying piece for ranks, which we will talk about. But right now we're just covering the basics, okay? Just terms. Okay, so we covered legs. Now we're gonna look at levels. Levels are different, obviously, because like I said, legs go down, levels go across. So this is what levels look like in your organization. And you can have endless amounts of levels. Royal Crown Diamonds that have been doing this forever have who knows how many levels, okay? But it's important to know that you don't get paid on every level. And I will talk about that too, but that's why it's important when you're starting to place people in your organization, when you change the sponsor of the people that you enroll, that you're not going too deep, because you want to make sure that, one, you're staying close enough to your personal enrollments, but you're also not taking away any sort of compensation that you might be earning from those commissions. So other terms that you hear us talk about quite a bit is going to be PV and OGV. So PV stands for personal volume. This is just the total of whatever you order for each month. So most things are dollar to PV. Anything that's not oily or is hard to source is going to have a different offage. So it's going to be more dollars than it is PV. And OGV stands for organizational group volume. This is the total of your PV plus anyone's PV below you. And every month, sadly, your PV and OGV start over. It's like this fun game that we continue to run month after month. All right, so here's a breakdown of what that looks like if that was not making any sense. You're at the top and you order 100 PV. And then everyone down below you, all of their PV plus yours is your OGV. So if you look down at the bottom, your PV in this scenario equals 100 and the OGV equals 1900, which is your PV plus everybody else's. Okay, so we talked about PV and we talked about OGV. So now we're going to talk about PGV, which PGV really only becomes important at the level of silver and above. But since we're talking about silver during this, I want to make sure that I train on it. So PGV stands for personal group volume. Yeah, PGV was confusing for me at first too. So hopefully this will help clear it up if you guys are like, what is she talking about? I'm not just making up letters. I swear it makes sense and it's important, okay? So PGV, like I said, is only needed once you reach silver. And this is the volume of your PV and the volume of those below you, except for anybody below you that is silver and above, or anybody below you that is a qualifying leg for the rank that you are at. So I'll show you what that looks like, because when you read it, you're kind of like, what is she talking about? So hopefully this will help make sense, okay? I have two different scenarios I want to show you. This one is based off of ranks below you. So you at the top, you're the rank of silver. Okay, so like I said, silver and above, PGV is important. So you've got 4 legs total in this scenario, a silver, a gold, an executive, and a star. So if you look, the silver and the gold, because they are the rank of silver and above, and they are also your qualifying legs, they do not count for your PGV. You cannot include that in your total. However, the other 2 legs are not qualifying legs and they are not the rank of silver and above. So their OGV plus your PV equals your PGV. But keep in mind that let's say one of these legs had like a thunder thigh and they had, say, a gold underneath them, you would not be able to count that OGV anymore. So it's really important when you're building your structure that you keep some people on your front line that maybe you're not necessarily going to build a long leg with, like a actual rank leg with. Some people go for 7 legs total because you need 6 to hit Royal Crown Diamond. And so they build a 7th for their PGV specifically. And other people, when they start to hit higher ranks like Diamond and above, they just order enough PGV to qualify them for that rank. And I'll talk about the numbers that are needed for that later. Yes, so Corinne says they aren't qualifying legs because they aren't what is getting you to silver. And she has extra legs to cover her PGV. So here, I'll look at the next example. So this is an example without anybody as a rank below you. So you are platinum, and platinum requires 4 legs at 8,000 OGV, okay? So because those 4 ranks are what qualify you for platinum, they do not count towards your PGV. But that 5th leg that you have at 2,000 OGV, that is your PGV. So that plus whatever you order is your PGV for the month. And just for sake, you have to have 1,000 PGV or more to qualify for silver and above, along with some other things, but we'll talk about that. So does anybody have any questions on PGV? Because that can get kind of confusing. Ashley, okay, when you get to this point, is there someone that helps you do this, like strategize with you? Because it's really just, it honestly just kind of happens because you are enrolling people and people below, yeah, Corian is us. We do help out, and we will be sure to help our downline that they have the proper structure to hit the ranks, because the qualifying pieces are important in order to earn the higher paychecks. Yeah, we'll make sure that that happens. Yeah, rank is important, and we'll get you. Yeah, complicated and strategic, a little bit. Like I said, the biggest thing is when you always want to have, and here's the thing, is as you're growing, you always want to have that next leg started. So I'm silver and I've got my gold leg started, but because I'm close to gold, I've already got my platinum leg started. And the benefit of that is when I hit gold, I'll have 3 qualifying legs, and I'll have a 4th leg that is going to be over 1,000 PGV. Okay. Also, I have over 1,000 OGV in the leg, which will qualify my PGV. So then as I start to work towards platinum, I will start a 5th leg, and that will then be my PGV when I hit platinum. So you're always building that next leg, and that next leg is going to be your PGV. And then once you hit the rank of diamond and above, 1,000 OGV is really easy to spend on products. So yeah, Corian said exactly. That's silver bound sets you up for this. I mean, it literally tells you to grow the next leg as you hit that rank, which is what will help you hit your PGV as you rank up. Okay, moving on. So now we're going to talk about rank qualifications and unilevel commission payouts. And then we'll get to the fun stuff, which is bonuses, but this is important to know first. Okay, remember when I said that you don't get paid on every level? Okay, my chat box went huge and I couldn't see my screen. You don't get paid on every level, okay? So that's why it's important as you're starting to change sponsors on people that you enroll that you don't go too deep. Not that you can't, like if you have, say, a builder that's deep in your organization and they're running and you want to help them and bless them, you totally can. Just know that you will not earn any unilevel commissions on that person that you enrolled. So you'll get the bonuses in the beginning, but then you won't get any payout from them other than helping you qualify for a rank, okay? Which some people do, it's totally your own strategy. But just if you're interested in the commission piece of it, the max you can earn is to level 5. So level 1 earns 8%. So anybody you sponsor, or you earn 8% on their total PV for the month. Level 2 is 5%. Level 3, 4, and 5 is 4%. Okay, so when you're placing people, you'll hear a lot of uplines recommend that you don't place people lower than your level 4, because that would put them on your level 5. And you would earn the 4% commission on that. So you would still earn something off of what those people order. Yeah, it takes a while. Like I studied the comp plan, I don't know how long to finally get it to click. So this may not make a lot of sense the first time through. We're recording this so you can go back and refer to it, or if you ever have any questions, you can always shoot me a message. I'm more than happy to walk people through it because I know how difficult it can be, okay? So one thing that people don't really understand is retail customers, which while we don't encourage retail, some people just don't want the commitment, right? They'd rather pay the higher price than have a membership, and that's fine. What you earn on those is the difference between wholesale and retail. So that 24% savings that they would have if they were a wholesale member, you earn that in commissions. So I just did an example. If the retail price was 100 and the wholesale was 80, you would earn $20 on that particular member for that month. Any questions on this before we move? We're going to continue with levels and unilevel payouts, but any questions so far? Okay. All right, so now we're going to talk about the different rank qualifications and how far they're paid. Yes, retail customers do count as OGV. Okay, so STAR, the qualifying, to qualify for STAR, you have to have total OGV of 500. Unilevel, I think, just means on the level. Honestly, I don't know. That's just what they call it, unilevel. One level payout. Okay, so to qualify for STAR, you have to have 500 OGV, and a STAR is paid on levels 1 through 3. Okay, so as you're starting to build your organization, this is why Silverbound is great, because it teaches you to build, you know, like this instead of like this or like this. Because some people, when they first join, they just put everybody on their level 1 and they don't move anybody. And that's not really good for building a business. And then there are those that just keep placing people underneath all the way down and they just go straight down. And that's not good either, because you're not going to get paid out on those commissions. But if you build it like this, you're placing and then wide, and then you're placing down and then you're going wide. And that'll help not only you rank up, but continue to earn those commissions so your paycheck is higher as you rank up. Yes, like a tree. And so senior stars, to qualify for a senior star, you have to have a total of 2,000 OGV. And senior stars are paid on levels 1 through 4. Okay, so they're going to earn the 8%, 5%, and the 4 and 4. And up to this point, you have not needed any legs to qualify. So remember in the beginning, we talked about legs. Okay, now as you get to executive, you need legs. And this is why Silverbound bonus is great, because it sets you up and helps you understand the structure of legs early on before you get to the rank that needs them. Because a lot of people didn't do that before they had this particular bonus. And so they were very wide and didn't have legs set up. So it was hard to maintain the OGV and leg structure for these ranks. So to reach executive, you have to have a total of 4,000 OGV, and you have to have at least 2 legs at 1,000 OGV. And executives are paid on levels 1 through 4. And then for silver, you have to have a total of 10,000 OGV. You have to have 2 legs at 4,000 OGV each. And you also have to have 1,000 PGV. Okay, that's where that PGV comes in. And silver and above are paid on levels 1 through 5. Okay. So if you have people in your downline that have not hit STAR yet, so they're the rank of distributor. So everybody that gets enrolled with a wholesale membership, their rank is distributor. They actually can earn commissions too. So if their OGV is less than 500 each month and they stay the level of distributor, but they have people underneath in that order, they will earn on their levels 1 and 2 only. So they'll earn the 8% and the 5% only. And it's important to know that you do have to place a minimum of 100 PV a month in order to qualify for your commissions check, okay? There are some exceptions for some of the bonuses, but honestly, to get your full paycheck, you should just be placing the 100 PV a month. So this is a question that people ask a lot because, and we'll talk about the bonuses in a second, but there is a fast start bonus where you earn a higher percentage on the OGV. But let's say you change the sponsor to somebody else in your downline, you're still earning that 25%, but you want to know if the sponsor is going to earn anything. Well, you do. It's a little tricky. So if you move a new member under someone else, so you're the enroller and your friend is the sponsor, during the months where the enroller earns that 25%, the sponsor is earning 8% of 30% of the PV. So breaking it down in numbers, 30% of 100 PV, okay, or yeah, is 30 PV, and 8% of that is $2.40. So let's say you move somebody underneath them that month, they're gonna earn $2.40. Okay, does that make sense? Yes, okay. And generational bonuses, that's for silvers and above, which is where the paycheck really starts to increase. And that is a topic for another day. But just know that like the income for silver and above is even more than what we're talking about here. I know, it sounds so funny. Okay, now we're gonna talk about some fun stuff. We're gonna talk about bonuses. So bonuses is where it's at when you're first starting out, because the paychecks really don't start to get big until you hit like executive and silver. That's when you really start to see kind of like that $500 to like $1,500 a month, some even 2,000 or more when you hit silver. And so the bonuses, if you can really figure out how to maximize the bonuses as you're growing your business, your paycheck will be insane. So there are 4 bonuses that you can reach and utilize as you grow your business. Oh, good, thanks. So the kit bonus, okay, that's when someone purchases a premium starter kit and lists you as the enroller, you earn $25. Fast start bonus is when someone signs up and you're their enroller, and for the first 3 months, which includes their enrollment month, you earn 25% on their total PV. With this bonus though, it cannot exceed $200 per member per month. Okay, so if you have 3 people, you can earn up to $200 per person. The Essential Rewards enrollment bonus is newer. And this is when a customer in your downline, so one of your personally enrolled, enrolls on Essential Rewards with a 100 PV order. The enroller will earn $15 once it processes. You got to keep in mind though that this does not include their enrollment month. So when you have somebody enroll on ER with their premium starter kit, in order for you to get the $15 bonus, they have to place a 100 PV order on their ER the following month of enrollment. But if you've got a member that has never been on ER that was enrolled months ago or even years ago, and they sign up for ER and place 100 that first month, you get $15 for that. And then Silverbound bonus is all that we've been talking about lately. Okay, Silverbound bonus is awesome. It's based on leg structure. Okay, each rank has the opportunity to earn a one-time cash bonus. Stars earn $50. Senior stars earn $250. Executives earn $500, and silvers earn $1,500. And the way that they came out with these bonus numbers is these are actually based on the average paychecks for that rank, which is really cool. So basically the month that you hit that bonus, you're getting a double paycheck. Okay, now we're gonna talk about each bonus, okay? Okay, so the kit bonus. In order to get this bonus, you must be the enroller. The basic kit with add-ons, no matter how much extra they order, does not count for this bonus. So if you have somebody that's like, I want to get all this other stuff, but I want to get the basic kit and it's like 400 PV, that's great because you're going to earn commission on that, but it will not give you the $25 kit bonus. Only premium starter kits, okay, qualify for this bonus, as well as the Welcome Home starter kit, which is not really a premium starter kit, but that one qualifies too. Enrollers earn a one-time payout of $25 for any enrollment who signs up with the premium starter kit. And to earn this bonus, the enroller only needs to spend a minimum of 50 PV. So the only reason why I'm emphasizing that is because if in your organization you have someone who's just a casual sharer, doesn't have a desire to do the business, but has friends and family that they want to enroll on occasion, and then you assist in taking care of them to further their education with oils and whatnot, they would need to spend at least $50 to get their Young Living thank you check, okay? However, as a builder, you should be placing 100 PV orders because you have to get 100 PV in order to get all of your commissions, okay? Some of the bonuses, you only need to spend 50, but for everything else, you have to spend 100, so you might as well just spend 100 to make sure that you're covered. All right, so this is what the fast start bonus looks like. So say you enroll somebody in January and they order 200 PV, that's gonna give you $50. 100 PV is gonna give you $25. 400 PV is gonna give you $100. So this is how much this is in place of your unilevel commissions for the first 3 months, okay? After these 3 months is up, then they're going to go back to 8%. Make sense? Or whatever level they're on, I guess. So if you place them deeper, you might earn 5 or 4%, but it'll go to whatever unilevel commission you have them at. And again, the cap for this is $200 per member per month. All right, Essential Rewards bonus. So like I said, this is any Essential Rewards enrollment that places 100 PV or more, the enroller will earn $15. This excludes the wholesale members enrollment month. This was kind of confusing when they first launched it for a lot of people. But basically, if they make the starter kit their first ER order, they need to place 100 PV the next month for you to get the $15 bonus. This is a really good one to go after for bonus wise for people that maybe are in your organization that aren't on essential rewards, because they simply need to place the 100 PV ER order for you to get the $15. So it's really a good opportunity to educate your members on essential rewards, why they need to be on it, and to maybe even incentivize them to hop on it. Let's see, what do you say? Trisha, you said, what if they do it in separate transactions? What do you mean by that? Like
PSK, and then they weren't sure about ER, and then they do ER later in the same month.
They still have to place the 100 PV the following month. It does not include the wholesale members enrollment month. Yeah. I know, yeah. They don't talk a lot about the ER bonus, but it's a pretty awesome one. Nice little.
Oh, sorry. Can you clarify really quick? Maybe you already did, about the 50 and 100 PV, what the difference is, or are you going to get to that later?
Yeah, I did on the last slide, but I'll talk about it again. And I'll talk about it on the next one, which is the fast start bonus.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions on the essential rewards one? Okay. Is it a one-time bonus? Yes, one-time bonus. I know it'd be cool if we got it every month, right? But no, it's a one-time bonus. And the cool thing is they have a lot of these one-time bonuses for people that are building like early on in the business, because these bonuses really are how at the rank of star, senior star, and even executive, you can really bulk up that paycheck, is by really focusing on enrollments and ER, because it can get you these bonuses. Oh wait, did I talk about the fast? I did talk about the fast start bonus. Okay, so before I go into silver bound bonus, I'll clarify the 50 PV versus 100 PV. So for the fast start bonus and the kit bonus, okay, so for that first 3 months where you were in 25%, I can go back to it. So for the kit bonus, okay, that's the $25 you get when someone enrolls with the premium starter kit. This one, to earn the $25, you only have to place a 50 PV order. But if you have a decent organization where people are placing orders that are on like unilevel commission payouts, you will not get paid the commissions if you don't place a 100 PV order. Does that make sense? Okay. And so the same goes for the fast start bonus. Okay. For the first 3 months, let's say you're brand new at enrolling people and this is the first month and you've enrolled 3 people and you've got no one else in your organization. For those first 3 months, you can go ahead and just place a 50 PV order and you'll get those bonus payouts. And then after those 3 months are up, you need to be placing 100 PV or more. So as a new builder, realistically, for the first 3 months that you're building a business, all you have to place is a 50 PV order to earn your paycheck. After that, you want to make sure that you're placing a 100 PV order, because that will give you all of the commissions past that point. Does that make sense? Okay. All right, silver bound bonus. We're getting there, you guys. We're getting there. Okay. So first one is the star bonus. This one earns you $50. You have to have never hit the rank of star, which means your pre-qualifying rank is distributor. And the qualification period is 2 calendar months. So, and that's not including the enrollment month. So Sally gets enrolled this month, it's May. She has June and July to hit this structure to qualify for the $50 bonus, okay? So you have to place a 100 PV order to earn this bonus. You have to have a total of 500 OGV, which again qualifies you for star, and 2 legs with at least 200 OGV in each. Okay. The next one is Senior Star. Senior Star, you earn $250. And again, you have to place at least 100 PV to qualify for this bonus. You have to have hit the level of Star, which you would have on your way to Senior Star. The qualification period for this is 3 calendar months after you hit Star. So again, you hit star in May, you've got June, July, and August to hit this bonus. Well, they don't for rank, Grace. So they do for silver bound bonus, which this helps you structure your organization so you're prepared for ranks with legs. Technically, if you don't care about the silver bound bonus, you can just have 2,000 OGV and hit the rank of senior star, but you won't earn the senior star silver bound bonus. This bonus program was designed to help people structure early, so when they get to executive and above, they have legs so they can hit those ranks and have sustainability in their organization to continue to grow. Okay. Yeah, it's just for the silver bound bonus program. This is not required to hit these ranks. This is just to get this bonus. It's really awesome. Yeah. So for senior star, you have to have 2 legs at 500 OGV and a total of 2,000 OGV in order to get this payout. Okay, next up is the executive bonus. So this is a $500 cash payout. That's insane. And again, you have to place at least 100 PV to qualify for this bonus. You have to be the rank of senior star. And from the month that you hit senior star, you have 3 calendar months following that to hit this. So this is what I was talking about earlier. And like Corey mentioned, is this helps set you up to have that future leg going as you're ranking up. Because executive, you only need 2 legs to qualify for that rank. But if you see here, silver bound bonus has you have a 3rd leg. So you're already starting to grow that extra leg, which could be counted towards your PGV and also sets you up for like gold and beyond, okay? So for executive, you need 2 legs at 1,000 OGV and 1 leg at 500 OGV to qualify for this bonus. Okay, and then silver is the last part of the silver bound bonus. You have to be the rank of executive and you get 4 calendar months to qualify for this. And the silver payout for this is $1,500. Again, 100 PV is required for you to get this payout. Okay, so you, again, ordering the 100 PV, and you've got 2 legs, which are your qualifying legs for 4,000 each. And then if you notice, the 3rd leg is 1,000 OGV, which is your PGV, you guys, because that's not one of your qualifying legs. Silverbound sets you up for that success. So not only do you qualify for this extra bonus, but you're going to be set up to maintain silver and grow for gold. Something cool about silverbound bonus as well is, let's say you hit star the same month you enrolled, but you didn't have the leg structure, you can still go for the star bonus. So you still have 2 months to hit that 200 in each leg to hit the $50 bonus. But do note that the countdown for the next bonus starts the month after you hit that rank. So if you enroll in May and hit star in May, but didn't make the bonus, you can still work towards the bonus, but the countdown towards senior star, that next 3 months, starts the following month. So June, July, and August. If you wanted to go for the senior star bonus, you'd have till August to do that. But in that process, you could also get the $50 star bonus still as well. So it's really cool. It's not like you hit the rank and you didn't quite get the bonus structure that you miss out on it. You can still go for it, which is really cool. Does silver have to be consecutive? Nope. Nope. So let's say you miss the star bonus. So 2 months passed and you never got the 2 legs at 200, but you still have another month to go for the senior star. So let's say I hit star this month in May. So I've got June and July to go for the bonus, okay? But let's say July comes and I didn't make it. I still have the month of August to go for the senior star bonus because my countdown started the month I hit May, or month I hit star, okay? And so I still have 3 months to go for the senior star. So if I miss out on the $50, I can still go for the $250 bonus. Does that answer your question, Grace? Okay. That's it. Like that's distributor to silver, you guys. Is there anybody that has any questions? You can take yourself off mute if you want, so you don't have to type it out.
So for instance, I know like people are saying that like this was kind of like a reset. So like for instance, like last March I hit senior star.
Mhm.
Do I start over from star or do I start at senior star?
So in April, everybody reset to the highest paid rank that they were at. So if you had hit senior star at any point in your business, then in April, your silver bound bonus would have restarted to senior star, which means you have the 3 months to hit executive for that executive bonus. And if the 3 months pass, you still can, once you hit executive, you would then still have the 4 months to go for silver.
Okay.
So not like it before, the bonus programs used to expire if you didn't hit it every time, which could be super discouraging. So this particular program, let's say you missed the executive one, but you're so close, and then the next month you hit executive, you're not going to get that bonus payout, but the countdown then starts for that $1,500 silver bonus.
Okay.
Does anybody else have a question?
Okay, sorry. Hi. So do the months count or start, like, say if you have 3 months to hit, you said executive, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Would, if you were then within the same, do you have, 3 months you hit executive, do you have then 4 months to try to hit silver, or is it just the next month equals 4 months and then you could also get that bonus, or do you just get one bonus and then you're done?
No, so it starts, the countdown starts over each time you hit a new rank. So
Okay.
you hit executive, you get that $500 bonus, and then the next month your 4 month countdown starts for silver.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a new set of months each time. Anybody else? Nope. Then I'm either going to take that as everybody is ready and set, or I've completely confused you. Hopefully it's the first one. Okay, so like I said, this will be available. Once it's done downloading, I will post it in Enjoy, okay? You can refer back to it anytime you want, and if you have any questions at all, you can reach out to me via Messenger. I answer questions all the time. I am perfectly fine doing that. Like I said, it takes a couple times going through it. If you want a good resource other than me, she's highly entertaining, but Monique McLean is a Royal Crown Diamond, and she has a website called Oh My Oils. She has a ton of resources on there, and she has books. They're outdated because they don't include the silverbound bonus, but it includes everything else. These books and her videos are what I use to train myself on the comp plan. I basically went through she has a series of YouTube videos that are for free on her website, links to it where you can just go and watch whichever series you want. So if you struggle, like maybe when I talked about unilevel commissions, maybe that didn't make a ton of sense. So you want to hear somebody else talk about it, because maybe that you might get it a little easier if you hear somebody else talk about it, then check out her video on unilevel commissions and payouts, okay? And if maybe you've got a huge grasp on this and you're like, I want to know about generation bonuses. I want to know what silver and above looks like. She has videos on that too. And I listened to them over and over and over and took notes until it like clicked and made sense. And I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. And so if this is really, it's really important that you know how you get paid. You don't have to know to the detail as far as like the penny, like, ooh, I should have made $12.73 on that. But you want to know, especially in the beginning, because some people, yeah, Grace, message me. Seriously, I'm totally up for helping anybody understand the comp plan, because the more you know how to utilize these bonuses and payout structures, the bigger your paycheck's going to be, and the more motivated it's going to make you to continue to build. Because the biggest burnout you can get is if you're building this business and you're doing this and doing this, and your paychecks aren't representing the work that you're putting in. So that's why it's important in the younger ranks of Young Living, so star, senior star, and executive, that you're really, really focusing on those bonuses, okay? The bonuses are going to help boost your paycheck and really bless you in those beginning stages of your business. So, and these books, like I said, these are outdated, but she does have them for, I think they're like $1 per book on her website. So, and they're really, really cute. Yeah.
I was going to say, when I was first starting, I didn't understand anything comp plan. So I Googled on YouTube, Young Living comp plan, and found Monique's videos and was able to watch. She uses a whiteboard. She's very Southern and very funny and very in your face, but like she draws it out on the whiteboard, and it's really cool to see it visually, kind of like how Krista had the slides. And I literally, I still watch them. Like I still go back because it's just not something that clicks with me. I'm not, my mind doesn't work like that. So I have to, like, I'm here to remind myself too, because I'm a platinum and I still don't have a grasp on the ins and outs of the comp plan. So just know that it's not a prerequisite to succeed, but it's helpful and you need to know it.
Yeah, like I said, if you take anything away from this training, would be the bonus structures, because level commissions, when you hit diamond and above, that's not really where the bulk of your paycheck is. It's from generation bonuses and other bonuses. So
a question for you. I forgot to ask this. The ER bonuses, for a while, they were taking them away if the people didn't place another order, like 2 months later or what. Are they still doing that?
No, I think what they're doing now is they're waiting until the second month to pay it out.
Okay, good. That's what we wanted them to do, but they were giving us the $15 bonus. And then if those people didn't place another 100 PV ER order, they would take it off of your commission the next month. So everyone was like, why am I missing $45?
Yeah,
So,
I vaguely remember seeing that in, I think, one of the upline groups that they were doing that. So you won't, because the enrollment month doesn't count. So you shouldn't really get paid for it that month anyway. So it kicks in the next month. So.
Hey, Krista, I have a question.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering about like, our general paychecks right now, within the rank that we're in, where it says like monthly average income, and like for example, like executive, this might be an older book that I have, but I think it says like 514 for an average paycheck.
Talking about the income disclosure.
Even though, and the income disclosure. So what I'm wondering is, how do people maximize their potential within their rank to achieve that kind of a paycheck? It's probably a super general question, but I'm just curious because I know a lot of you guys have been very successful in achieving those sizable paychecks that average out to what they say.
It really comes down to enrollments, because the bonuses are built around enrolling, because the structure of this business is enrollments and getting them on ER and teaching them to do the same thing. Okay. Because one thing I didn't really cover, you do get additional payouts for those. So the first 3 months, so let's say I enroll Sally. Okay. For the first 3 months, I earn 25% on whatever Sally orders, but then I teach Sally to share and she enrolls Jim. Okay. So I earn a higher percent. I think it's, I don't remember, 18%, 15%, I have to look, but you earn a higher percent the first 3 months on her personal enrollments. So the way you get the bigger paychecks is by enrolling people, getting them on ER, and then teaching them to do the same. Because when they enroll people, when you're personally enroll people, the first 3 months, you get a higher check. You get a higher bonus of whatever they order. And if they're on ER, you're going to continue to get commissions off of that after the 3 months is up, because they're going to be on your level somewhere. If they're past your level 5, obviously you won't. But once you hit silver and above, generation bonuses kick in, and that goes deeper than your level 5. And again, I'm not going to talk about generation bonuses any more than that on here, because that made my head spin, and I think I had to listen to that video probably 20 times to understand it. So generations will be for a different day. Like, I will do that one down the road, I promise. But if you want
this was good. That is exactly what I wanted to understand a little better, just because I'm like, gosh, I know that this is the potential, but I've just been struggling to reach that level just at this point. So
yeah, and if your enrollments are down, your paycheck's going to be down, because at that point you're just earning unilevel commissions, which is 8%, 5%, and 4% off of what people are ordering below you. And depending on your rank, you may not even be earning as deep down as your organization goes, because at executive, for example, you only earn down to level 4, but you probably have people deeper than level 4. So anybody that's below that level 4, you're not even earning commissions on anymore, even though they're ordering. So if you're not still actively enrolling, or people on your team aren't actively enrolling, your paycheck's going to be less. So definitely in the beginning, and all throughout your business, but definitely in the beginning, enrolling is how your paycheck is going to be more along the lines of this.
I wanted to just say that when I first started, I thought, like, I was like, oh my gosh, the only way I'm going to earn money is if I continue enrolling, like at least 10 people a month. I was really nervous looking at the breakdown, and I was like, I don't know if that's sustainable for me to continue enrolling. But then as I ranked up and learned the business and helped other people enroll, like the bulk of my paycheck comes from further down. It's not my fast start bonus, and it's not my enrollment bonuses. Those are a small fraction now of my paycheck. The bulk of my paycheck comes with, I don't know, Chrissy, you can probably clarify.
Generation bonuses. Actually,
generation bonuses.
So once you hit the rank of like gold and above, the bulk of your paycheck is going to come from generational bonuses.
Yeah. And I was shocked to see that, because I was like, there's no way that's ever going to be like the majority of my paycheck, but it totally is.
Well, and I can give you a real quick like idea of what generational bonuses is.
Yeah.
Basically, not only do you get paid on your levels 1 through 5, but any silvers below you, that organization, no matter how deep that silver is, depending on your rank, like Royal Crown Diamond, I think goes to like 8 levels below them for their silvers. Okay. But that whole organization that is that silver has a whole nother payout on each level, as well as a share bonus for that silver. And if you hit gold, any golds below you, you get 2 shares. And any platinums, it's 3 shares. And any, diamonds, it's 4 shares. So it like generational bonuses is when you get to those levels, that's the bulk of your paycheck. Yeah. So like for me, I'm a silver. So every time I rank silver, I am my generation 1, which means not only do I get paid out on my levels 1 through 5, but then on my levels, I think 1 through 3, I get paid an additional percentage as well as a share for being a silver. And if I have any silvers below me, I get paid the same on their levels 1 through 3, plus a share for them being a silver. So generational bonuses is where it really becomes like mind blowing with how much the income potential it has.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way or like an app or something where we can like start to calculate how or like estimate what our paycheck will be, or is it just kind of like a surprise at paycheck day?
So Oily Tools is an app that a lot of us use, and Oily Tools will kind of give you like you can pull it up, and on the first screen it tells you like what rank you're currently at based off of your organization's orders, and it'll tell you what your paycheck is at that point. And you can even change the drop down, be like, okay, if I was a silver, how much would I be making right now? If I was a gold, how much would I be making right now, based off of the OGB that you have. And you can see how it changes, and it'll change a little bit, based on where you're at, but it'll give you the running total as your OGB goes up.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Sorry. Okay. Can I ask one more question?
Yeah.
So how do you, this is a little bit off topic, but how do you build legs? Like how did you kind of learn who to put under who, or, cause I mean, I'm not really far, but, I think the whole leg thing kind of confuses me, because I have some people that I thought like, yeah, they're going to do great things. And then it's like a couple people underneath them that are now, trying to do the business and stuff like that. And so are you constantly kind of moving people around, or like once you've moved your people, then they're set?
So you can only move, well, you can move people more than once, but it's complicated. So you have 30 days, 5 days via chat, 30 days total to move somebody when they enroll. And sometimes it can be a gamble. And because maybe somebody you didn't know wanted to do the business, all of a sudden wants to do the business. And that's not a bad thing, because you really need builders throughout your entire organization. I mean, obviously in the beginning, you want to have builders on your front line, but if you've got friends and family that are on your front line that are willing to spend 100 PV a month, and then you've got like maybe they do roll up. So like my mom, for an example, my mom is a product user. She will probably never actively build a business, but she does refer people and share people. But I want to bless her with an income. So put people underneath her, because I know for one, she's always going to order enough to qualify herself for a paycheck and be a qualifying leg for me. Okay. And she will earn a paycheck. I will have a leg. And let's say I put somebody under her that's on fire and is running. That's great for both people, because one, I've got someone active under her that's helping to build that leg, but builders can be at any level. So really it has to do with what legs need the OGV. And maybe Corianne, if you want to pop in and like give an opinion on that. But for me, I've always placed people where I felt like I needed OGV. So if I had someone that maybe was running and like I wanted to help them get to a rank, I would put it there. Or if I was going for like a bonus, like silver bound bonus, you'd want to place them where that would benefit you. Corianne, do you have any other thoughts?
No, yeah, that is, I mean, I used to say when I first started this business that I created builders, because I would literally be like, hey, I need to put people below you because I need a leg in this area of my business. Would you be willing to, lead, potentially earn a paycheck, potentially? Just got them kind of excited about the possibility of making a paycheck and getting their oils paid for. And then people would be like, sure, yeah, why not? Now looking back, like it's a lot easier to have a leg when you know that they're using the products, or that you could entice them to place an order to qualify you. Cause it's like, it's very hard to be like, to start building below a stranger, let's say, and you don't know them, but they're on ER and occasionally they place a big order. Like, should I build below them? Probably not, because you don't have a relationship with them. There's not really a way to confirm or know that they are either going to be appreciative of a paycheck or they're going to actually place orders when you need them to. So I don't know. It's kind of a gamble, and it's always a gamble. Like you can kind of make your best decision and place people where you need them. But I also look now at personality and location and, where, common interest. Like if I have a person in California, then I'll usually put them in a leg that's, located in California so they can get together if they needed to. And it kind of all depends on who it is and where you need the volume.
So when you talk, sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I was pulling up my virtual office so you guys can see also where this kind of helps too, the rank qualification tab.
I live in this tab all month long.
Because if you go down here, one, it tells you how you're going to get paid out, okay, the rank qualification. And it'll tell you where you're at so far with your OGV and how much you need to go to get to your next rank. It also will have the legs, okay, and where they're at. So then you have an idea of like, all right, I know that these 2 legs are going to qualify me, and so I need to work on this leg. So then I know like, okay, so if I enroll people, this is where I'm going to put them. And then down here, it also tells you like where your PGV is at once you hit silver and above. Okay.
And so what Krista would probably do in this case, when she gets new enrollments and stuff, she would look at Alyssa's leg and look down in Alyssa's leg and find the people that are placing 100 PV orders, that are enrolling people, that are on ER, people that are actively excited about the business. And she would probably put her enrollments underneath those people. Because you want to build, we watched a video on this a couple months ago, like they say build where the fire is, like go where people are excited and where there's momentum. And so she would find the momentum now in Alyssa's leg to help to boost that, to get her to gold.
And if you ever forget what the rank qualifications are, the top part of this tab gives you all of that. So here's everything that you need. So like you have to place 100 PV in order to hit any of these ranks. And then here's your OGV and your legs and your PGV and where you're at for each. So if you've not ever played around with the rank qualification tab in your VO, you need to start going to it on a frequent basis, because once you hit a rank, it will automatically start showing you what the qualifying like marks are for the next rank above you. So I've been silver for a couple years. And so it always shows me that here's what you need to hit gold. So it's always encouraging you to go for the next rank, which is great because once you hit it, you don't want to then like focus on just that rank. You want to focus on the next one.
And something that I love about this is that I'm constantly living in this screen and then in my last order date, because I'm so actively invested in every single person in my downline that I'll go look at my last order dates and I'll look at who's placing orders. And I'll be like, oh, that person just placed a 300 PV order. Who are they under? And then I'll go look at who they're under and where they, where that puts their enroller for a rank. If they're close to silver bound bonus, like I'll just kind of use that as where I dive in and like help people. So when I can look at my active orders and be like, oh my gosh, this person orders 100 PV every single month. Who are they under? Oh, they're under so-and-so. I'm going to see how close so-and-so is to silver bound bonus. So it's just a lot of analyzing.
Yeah.
Oh, last order date is a game changer.
When you talk about building legs, that's like placing new enrollments, not necessarily like moving people around to build strength. And okay.
Yeah, you'd want to make sure. I mean, when we say that, we're talking about your personal enrollments, where you would put them. You can move people around outside of that 30-day window. It costs money and it's not easy. Right. So we'll do it if we're like pushing for a rank, like as Krista like closes in on gold. If we need to move some volume around, we'll probably look at her front line and be like, okay, is there anyone we can move into her? Like it's exciting and fun, but it's not something we want to like rely on.
So play around in your VO.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
If you start a leg under somebody and they just like stop ordering or they don't really seem that interested, like that, does that overall like totally mess you up? Does that like get ruined if they're not placing orders? Or is it okay if they still have a bunch of legs underneath them that are working?
So the legs go up. So let's say the person on your level 1 stops ordering 100 PV. It would roll up to the next person below them that's ordering 100 PV. They then become your leg, your qualifying leg. Worst case scenario, there's a process where you can sell a leg. So if that person like wants nothing to do with Young Living and they've got a huge organization, you can negotiate with them to sell it to somebody else in your organization, which that's a topic for another day, but has been done. But realistically, you just want to, that's why having builders on multiple levels is so important.
Yeah.
Because let's say somebody decides they don't want to do Young Living anymore and they, maybe life happens and they can't place an order for whatever reason, it would roll down to the next person in their organization that's ordering 100 PV. That would then be your qualifying leg for your rank.
So I have a silver on my team that is actively building the business, and her best friend is her level 1. So she's the direct sponsor and enroller for her best friend. Her best friend is just not interested in placing orders. So she's been trying to get her to place orders just to get a paycheck. She literally could qualify for probably a $200 paycheck if she just placed a 100 PV order. And she just doesn't want to do it. So underneath my silver's best friend, her level 1, is her mom. And so because a bulk of that volume is underneath her mom, because that silver or that person above her doesn't place an order, her mom becomes her level 1. And so she just wants to make sure her mom now gets to 4,000 because that will qualify my silver for silver. Does that make sense? So the level 1 doesn't order, but that's okay because right below the level 1 is my friend's mom, and the mom has a group volume of 4,000. So the leg is never dead. There's never like, oh, you're screwed, the top of the leg isn't ordering. You can always go down in the leg and find the volume and build under that if it's not too low. You want to not go too low, but.
So what would happen if the friend came back and started ordering?
Then that would become an active leg again.
Mm-hmm.
And the mom would be back down to the second level.
Yeah, they just wouldn't be the qualifying leg. I mean, it wouldn't affect the mom's business at all. It just, you would then have qualifying leg at one level higher.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because it only affects
The
silver.
the
Right.
top.
Okay.
So the
So
mom would probably
on,
be an executive, and then the girl above her would also probably be executive because they have the same volume.
within the same conversation, so let's say, so I have one person who she just has kind of quit enrolling and she's quit purchasing, but she still has volume in her leg. So whoever is placing that 100 PV order, does she get everyone that was on her leg, or are they all just separate?
I'm not sure. I'm not following your question.
Okay, so let's say I have Sally and then I have 3 people under Sally, and all 3 people are ordering, and one of them in particular is ordering 100 PV. Does she get the other 2 that are under her in her leg?
Not unless they're all stacked one under the next.
Got it. Okay.
So if you have Sally and then Sally has, 3 people on her front line, those people don't fall under each other. They're their own separate organizations.
Okay. That makes sense. Thank you.
That goes back to the leg slide. So like this one. Okay.
Yeah.
So if Sally, Jim and Bob are all on your level 1, they would not support each other's organization. They're all their own organization beneath you. It would only be people that they've enrolled and that their enrollers have, or their enrollments have enrolled, that would be their leg.
So in this situation, if we're looking at the leg 1 example, say leg 1 stopped purchasing, but then their number 1 downline underneath them still kept, or both of them still kept enrolling and whatever. Does that leg 1 person, since they're not making like any purchases or whatever, does their bonus just disappear, or their money just doesn't go anywhere? It doesn't go to like their downline at all? It's just they just aren't making money because they're not placing orders?
Right, because to earn the paycheck, you have to be placing 100 PV. So let's say this leg 1 stops ordering, but this person right here is placing 100 PV, and this is enough to qualify you. So this person would then become the top of your leg.
Okay.
And this person just wouldn't earn a paycheck. So sadly, they'd be missing out on the income from all of this. But that's the personal choice for some people. If they just don't want to do it, they don't want to do it. But this person would roll up. And if this person doesn't order for 12 months, they become inactive, and then it just all shifts up.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. And Samantha asked a question in the chat. I don't know if people missed it, but she asked, what if there are members between the person that stops ordering and the qualifying member? So let's say this person stops ordering and this person's not ordering enough, but this person is. She says, what happens to the people in between? This person would count towards your OGV, but not your qualifying leg. So this person would be ordering 100 PV, and this part would be their leg. And so this would be your qualifying piece, but the rest of it would count towards your OGV. So you'd still get paid like on levels and overall OGV, but this would then become your qualifying leg.
So if leg 1 goes inactive or whatever, I forget the word, would you then get another person on your front line?
The level 2 would just roll up to your level 1.
But what if, so would both of them roll up?
Yep.
So you get another person on your front line then?
So those 2 would move up to your
front line. Mm-hmm.
So then what if this was like, say they had 4,000 OGV underneath leg 1, and then this person, leg 1 drops off, and then would you just now have 2 legs, and so they're no longer at 4,000 because they've been separated?
Yeah, can you guys see the mouse on the screen? I'm assuming you can.
Yeah.
Okay, so this person goes away, okay? So this becomes, this person will be on your front line, Okay, and this person will be on your front line, and then this will be their organization, and this will be their organization.
So it does suck because if leg one stops ordering and you had 4,000 there, and let's say that a majority of that bulk was in this first set of, in that first leg, if that leg one stops ordering, then all of a sudden you went from having a qualifying leg to having a leg only at 3,000.
Yeah, or if it was evenly split 2,000 and 2,000, because maybe to qualify for executive, you need 2 legs at 1,000 OGV. So let's say they had 2,000 in this leg and 2,000 in this leg, and then they're like, I'm out. Then these people roll up. So then you would have 2,000, you'd have a leg with 2,000 here and 2,000 here. So you'd no longer have that 4,000 OGV in one leg to qualify you. You'd have 2 legs at 2,000, which is not the end of the world, because you at least have 2 legs with 2,000. It's something to work with, but it is a bit of a setback, and that does happen. So, and that's part of why, like, the silver band bonus encourages you to always be building a leg ahead, because you're always forward focused. It kind of helps with these setbacks if they happen. And honestly, I mean, they happen, but not like often. Most people, if they're presented with like, all you have to do is place a $100 order and you'll earn a $500 paycheck, people are like, all right. I mean, like, most people aren't going to turn down free money, but there are some people that do. I mean, it's just either they can't or they don't want to for whatever reason. But again, you can also go through the process of selling the leg as well, which is another process in itself, but that is another way that you could potentially save a situation.
Ashley said, is it super common for people to fluctuate between ranks? Yes, because we start over. All of us are distributors on the first day of the month.
I don't know if you saw that on my VO, but I'm a distributor right now.
Yeah. I hit platinum last month, and I'm a distributor right now because I haven't placed an order yet this month, and my volume isn't there. So I'm literally a distributor. Yep. We all have to start over every single month. And it's a haul as you get up into the ranks and stuff, like, especially because there's sales, and sometimes that will boost ordering, and different things happen different months. Like, it definitely qualifies you different each month. So,
yep.
But I mean, you'll notice as you keep going, like, I hit gold now, no problem. Like, gold used to be would get nervous every single month to hit it, but it's gotten now over 2 years to the point where, like, that's not an issue for me. Now it's just hitting platinum is like forever going to be my.
I still have another question. Is there like any penalties if you like fluctuate too much? No.
Nope.
Okay.
No, and that's very different from like other network marketing companies, because a lot of network marketing companies are direct sale companies where they have inventory. They have to make so much in sales a month in order to maintain their distributor like title. Young Living is not a direct sales company. We don't have to maintain inventory, and we also don't have to produce, like, to earn a paycheck, we have to produce a certain amount, but there's no like requirement like, oh, you have to do so much in sales or you're not getting paid at all. Or you're going to get kicked out of being in Young Living. Like, that is part of what I love about doing this business is it's very, very flexible, and it's not, there's like no pressure. If, like, for me, like, I had my daughter almost over a year ago. She's 18 months. But I really thought I was going to be like on maternity leave from my 9 to 5 and like just gung ho. But man, postpartum depression and postpartum anxiety hit me hard, and I just shut down. And so I really didn't do much in those 4 months. And I still got my silver paycheck because residual income is a beautiful thing. And the work that I had done leading up to that, it allowed it to continue to build. So think about that too. Like, there's that freedom in it. If you have a month where maybe you have a family emergency or you're sick or in the hospital or something, something happens, you can take a step back and not lose everything that you've worked so hard for. There is flexibility in that.
It's wonderful. So yeah, Grace said when the paycheck basically comes easier when you hit diamond because there's more residual with the generational bonuses. Yes, because like without me even, like, I could literally shut off my internet and not do a thing this month, and my volume would be probably 50,000, halfway to platinum, or something like that. So I'm still, if I just randomly log in and place my 100 PV order, I have people below me that are still going to hit silver. They're still going to hit gold. So I'm still going to get a paycheck on those people, even though I have shut out for the month and I'm not going to do anything, except for order my 100 PV. Like, that's the beauty of residual income. It's just keeps paying.
Yep.
Especially as you grow and get bigger and bigger. Like, Alyssa Francis is our Royal Crown Diamond. I think she has 55,000 people in her downline, maybe more. But I mean, that is just not going to go away. You know, like, those people are constantly going to be enrolling and building their own businesses. And so if she wanted to, she could probably check out and not do this anymore, but she is so passionate about this business and these products that that's not going to happen. But that's the beauty of those higher ranks, is that your residual income just takes off and it's like a snowball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they always talk about it as pushing a car up the hill. So the beginning of this business is you're pushing the car up the hill. It's the hard work, right? To get to like the side that, not that the work stops, it's just not as tedious, right? Because the car is obviously going to go on its own without you having to push it down the hill.
I guess a lot of Royal Crown Diamonds are like looking for different incomes, like as they hit Royal Crown Diamond, because they've pushed the car up the hill. And now, I mean, because a lot of people just need to constantly be challenged. And so I'm seeing a lot of Royal Crown Diamonds now, they've hit the top of the company, they're coasting, I mean, on some level, but now they're starting mentorships and they're starting different businesses within Young Living because they need to be challenged. And so just know that if that's your goal, you don't have to do Royal Crown Diamond, you don't have to go to the top of the company. But if that is a goal of yours, like, it's just cool to know that there's freedom on that side of it too. Like, you can hit the top of the company and then just forever help other people hit their goals. You don't have to worry about, you know, your next rank or, you know, what you're going to do to propel yourself forward. You're just continuously investing into people below you. It's fun.
Mm-hmm. Well, this was a good conversation, guys. So hopefully this was helpful. And like I said, it's recorded. So once it's done downloading, and I'm going to actually stop recording now here.